We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this throw caught left side.
A gain of 13. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here we go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and Dallas 1st down. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Watch the safety creek.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Kill. Back.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one good for 37 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, and when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just a yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Time to go, night. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Prescott on first down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this one to Treadwell, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, we're good, we're good. 6-man. Check curl.
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3.
Mike. Hey, kill. Check.
Prescott from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. His end zone, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. from the gun. Here's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Austin. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott finding Witten. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Prescott, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch 54, watch 54. Go to 54, go to 54. He's coming.
To the air again, Prescott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cousins now. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And the Cowboys are able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, 4-8. Check right, 54. Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
40, here we go, 4-8. Hey, kill. 27. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Man, I got you.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe